Gardening with a raised bed is one of the best ways to garden from home. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to build a raised bed that will last forever with stones. So let's garden on. The first step towards creating a raised bed is to have a level area. That way your base is sturdy and strong. The first step I took towards creating a level area was to use some landscaping spray paint to block out my general area. This area was about 8 feet by 4 feet wide. So as you can see, I just sprayed it that way. I knew the area that I needed to flatten out. I also used some landscape and paver based sand to fill in any gaps or holes, and I used a tamper to create a level area. This tool will help you flatten your ground out. That way your base will be sturdy and strong when you get ready to build your raised bed. So the first layer of this raised bed design calls for 32 rumble stones. I'll have the exact measurements and how many stones of each layer you guys will need in the description below, but you also need 2 mini stones as well in this first layer. So let's get on to the second layer. So before we move on to the second layer, we want to make sure that the first layer is level by using a level. So I have gone ahead and put together my second layer of stones. I'll have a list in the description exactly how many stones you need for each layer, but I'm going to go ahead and do a time lapse to show you how to use this landscaper adhesive to glue the stones together. So I'm not going to show myself gluing every single stone because I think you guys can get the idea, but I just want to basically show you a brief overview of what it's like using this landscaping adhesive. It comes out pretty quickly, so you want to have a plan in place so you don't make a huge mess. But I ended up using 7 of the 11-ounce tubes and 2 of the bigger 28-ounce tubes. If you do use the 28-ounce tubes, you will need a bigger chalk gun, so just keep that in mind. So here's a quick visual overview of all the stones I used on the second layer. Again, I'll give you a exact number of how many stones you need for each layer in the description below. So for this third and final layer of this raised bed made out of stones, we want 13 of the triangle shaped rumble stones. We want 8 of these square stones and 62 of the mini stones. And we're going to use that landscaping adhesive to seal it in place. So let's get this final part finished. So one thing to note, in the beginning of the project, I used a smaller chalk gun. I think it was a 10-ounce. This tube is 28 ounces, but the gun is 30. So this is going to last a lot longer than the smaller canisters, which run out pretty quickly. So I highly recommend you guys getting the bigger chalk gun. Alright guys, so this was how I built my raised bed that will last forever with some rumble stones. Again, there's many ways that you guys can build a raised bed with stones, but this is how I did it. You can find some plans online if you guys want to follow something else. But if you have any suggestions about how you would have built this raised bed using stones, leave a comment and let me know. So in the future, if I'm going to build another bed, I might try it that way. But if you guys liked this video, found it helpful in any way, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more gardening videos. Thanks for watching.